You are the machine that creates the fruit. Man, it's an exciting day for a lot of reasons, not the least of which it's the only day we're promised because there's no guarantee that tomorrow will come for any of us, which is awesome. And every day I ask a question and it says, if one word could describe the kind of person I want to be today, then that word is, and why am I choosing it? Today was to be present and bold. And it's usually presence every day. I'll say, I want to be present for one reason. This is the only day I'm promised. Like this, I want to live today. I want to remember today. Like your life is made up of days. So your day is your life. Like that's it. That's it. So I wanted to be present and I want to be bold. Bold in asking for what I want of myself. Bold in asking for what I want in the relationships around me. Bold in my playfulness. These are things. I set intentions every day. It's the reason why I show up the way I do every day. It's not by accident. It's by choice. It's by design. It's by, with that being said, I feel super present today and I feel like I've been bold. I like that. And my productivity was absolutely through the roof today. So that felt amazing. So with that being said, usually when we're getting into any business and we're learning a business or figuring out the nuances of a business. We're so focused on the details and the technicalities of that business. And sometimes we forget to focus on the machine of who we are. My buddy who I surf with every day has a Lamborghini and it's a nice one. It's the Aventador. So it's the $450,000 one. And we're walking by, I'm like, man, nice machine. And he goes, yeah. And I said, but an even nicer machine built it. And he kind of looked at his head and said, yeah, a human. Anything you see around you is built, created, conjured up with by a human. What's interesting about that is that as you continue to do the work to grow yourself, your ideas, your consciousness, your ability, your capacity to create expands, which means that there's going to be an idea you have this year that's going to make you money that you haven't even thought yet. Isn't that beautiful? And that you're the creator of that. A lot of people I know don't have a plan. The reason why I like planning so much is for one word, it's control. The locus of control is now in my hands because I'm the one with the plan. I'm not leaving it up to fate to willy-nilly. Now, are there outside circumstances that can come in on me? Of course, yeah, obviously. But when I have a plan, I eliminate a lot of the abilities of those distractions and outside things to have an effect on me. Why? Because I'm planned. I know what I'm supposed to do. I don't need to look at Facebook or Instagram to figure out what they're doing so I know what I'm doing. No, I know what I'm doing. That's why I'm unaffected by that stuff. And the way I best described it today. The beautiful thing is we're so focused on trying to get these red, shiny apples. You're the apple tree. You're trying to get the best red, shiny apples, the fruit, as it were. And the only way to get a better fruit is not by focusing on the fruit itself. The only way to make more money isn't by focusing on more money itself. The way to make more money, the way to get better apples is by focusing on making that the best apple tree ever. And when you focus on a great apple tree, yes, it does have fruit, but it also produces all the other things that we love about trees. Branches to climb in, to hang swings from, and to have fun in. Shade to shelter us from the sun. So when somebody just focuses on red apples, oftentimes they get focused on that and they're leaving a lot of the other stuff undone. They become off balance, and usually focusing on the fruit doesn't create the fruit. Focusing on the root is what creates the fruit. And that message isn't told enough. It's not shared enough. The secrets to success are not manifesting better fruit. It's being better about managing the growth of the tree. Better apple tree is going to produce more apples, more shade, that type of stuff, even though apple trees really aren't for shade. But you get what I'm saying. You are way more expensive, way more complicated and complex and technical than any Lamborghini would be or could be. People can spend $1 billion on a spaceship, and yet you give any man $1 billion and he can't recreate you. That's powerful. And what makes you different than anything else is this energy and this force within you, this creative ability, this creative force to really create abundance. You're not taking abundance from somewhere else. You're creating it within with ideas, with structures, with systems, with the way you show up. I always say there's somebody in every market crushing it. Why isn't it you? They determined and decided that they were going to get very, very clear on what they were trying to create and to go after it with everything. With obsession, grit, tunnel vision, which is just this obsessed look into something and focus, this obsessed focus on something. Those are the people who win. But I have noticed in my life over the last 12, 13 years, is very, very simple. The more I focus on becoming a better tree, the more fruit falls off of everywhere. I say all of that because this isn't really what's being said out there, and I want you guys to know it straight. The importance is understanding you are the machine that creates the fruit. So the better you are, the more equipped you are as a person, the more capacity you have for flow to go through you, that's what creates all the other abundance. So when I meet somebody who's like super rich or super elite in what they do, I never get focused on what they have, because what they have is just the red apples hanging from their tree. I'm always intrigued by who are they? How do they think? How did they approach their situation that created such abundance? What was it about them? And without fail, every time I get to meet somebody new or am in proximity with somebody with great abundance, there's telltale signs that show up over and over and over again. And that is, they create a plan. They get really focused about a certain thing and they go after it with their whole heart and they don't dabble. I've never seen a dabbler become wildly successful, but I've seen people with focus and passion and a plan and go after it. Those people, it's the same. Nobody's accidentally walked uphill. Everybody walks downhill. Success is uphill, and that's the beauty of it. So that's my rant for today.